Hey Aries, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains channel. Thank you for joining me. Let's do a reading for the second half of September. This is going to be a general read, so just keep that in mind that not all messages are going to resonate with everybody. Just take the messages that do and leave the rest behind for others. Let's see what messages are going to come through. What does Aries need to know, please, spirit guides? What is going on with Aries? One more shuffle. All right. Let's hope that this is a little more positive. I remember your last reading, or maybe the one before. It was titled Heartbreak City. I'm going to do a little more general. That was a bit of a heavy reading. So let's see and hope that some of the energy has changed or improved for some of you. Let's see what the cards. Let's see what the cards say. Maybe the stars are lining up a little differently for you. We just had that full moon on 0909. The Judgment. Okay, so there is change here coming for you. Oh my gosh, Aquarius. Aries. Maybe some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. The Two of Cups. Okay. So there is a love connection or some kind of connection you have here. The World card. Yeah, there is change coming for you. This is so crazy, Aries. I just said, like, I'm going to do a love reading because I wasn't sure where this was going to go. But you've just got the Judgment, the World card, and the Two of Cups, okay? So something has been changed. Something has closed and moved forward. You've ended a cycle, possibly with somebody. And it's like you've come out ahead, okay? Things have come to fruition, or things have showed their true colors here with the Judgment card, making decisions to move forward, putting the past behind you, and it's like coming out ahead, okay? You could have been dealing with an Aquarius. I don't know why I said that. You could also have a Gemini here with the Two of Cups. Let's see what else. A lot of lessons learned here, okay? A lot of lessons have been learned between the Judgment and the World card. This is all about that. That combination to me is the old and the new. What have I learned? Put it behind me and move forward. Coming out ahead, okay? Sometimes harder than others, some of these lessons. Sometimes these things were a bit more painful than others, but they're meant for a purpose. The Knight of Swords. The High Priestess. Okay. So, Aries, you're going to start to listen more to yourself, okay? You're going to listen to your own advice. You're going to listen to your intuition, what your gut is telling you. You're going to act next time. I feel like in the past, you were denying or you were not listening to your own intuition, to things that you knew the truth on, okay? You gave too many doubts, or benefit of the doubts, I should say. You cast aside what was real, or the evidence or the facts that were in your life that you denied or pushed them back. And it's like, I think now what you've realized and what you're learning is that when you know something, when you feel something, you act on that, okay? You don't push things down or suppress things down or push them under the rug, okay? The High Priestess is about that intuition, and getting down to the true meaning of something and listening to your intuition, paying attention to yourself, honoring yourself, Aries, honoring what it is you feel, what you know, what your senses are telling you, okay? So it's like you may not have given yourself that honor in a sense, or allowed yourself to it's like listen to your convictions, like what you know was true. This Judgment card, your decisions, they were clouded, they were pushed under, okay? It's like you didn't want to believe in the pain that was happening. It's like, no, you were trying to sort of see just the love and the rainbows and the stars, just trying to see the fairy tale side of things. But there's also more of a truth to a person, or even to yourself. Okay, so this is something I feel like you know now. You don't hesitate. Speaking up more too. Nine of Swords. Why the Nine of Swords? This is not sleeping well, stressing a lot. Okay. So again, I feel like with this Five of Swords, conflicted within your own thoughts even. Okay. Having a lot of disagreements or arguments with somebody and never standing your ground, like always going to bed without getting closure, always going to sleep thinking I should have said something. I knew something was wrong and I didn't say it. I know I'm right about something, but that person seemed to overstep their boundaries or win an argument. And it's like you kind of walked away from your own truths or from honoring what you needed to say. And instead you sort of took it with you till the end of the day. And then you lost sleep over this, stressing about something where you feel like, I should have said something. So I feel like you're exiting a phase here, Aries, where you seem to feel like you lost a lot of battles with people or with a specific, with a love, Two of Cups, somebody that you were connecting with. It's like you're taking something upon yourself when it's like, no, you were right all along. But you walked away for some reason. Or you never gave yourself, whoa. I'm going to take these 4 cards that came up. You never took yourself like seriously or something, Aries, here. It's like you knew somebody might have been taking advantage of you or causing you grief and anger, frustration, but for some reason you went to bed with that. The Moon card, the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Seven of Wands. These are lessons that you've learned, Aries, to sort of release what's on your mind, okay? And not feel like you were trapped into a corner, okay? Somebody here made you feel trapped in a corner. It's like, again, with the Moon and this High Priestess, really trusting in your intuition. And also it's like this was a delusion. This person was feeding you or giving you a sense of delusion where it's like they made you feel like you were in the wrong all the time, but yet you ended up knowing in your mind that this was not right, but yet you feel trapped in a way, like you couldn't speak up, like you were guarded, you were pushed back or suppressed. It's a suppression or oppression. And you're realizing now in this cycle that you've ended, okay? I feel like this is sort of behind you, that if you don't speak up, if you don't speak your truth or listen to your intuition, you're the one that's going to reap that outcome on yourself. You've learned this lesson, or you're learning that lesson. Okay? Because there's something here about maybe having a sense of fear for speaking up. Like something bad's going to happen if you speak your mind, if you say something that was supposed to be said. So you always felt hesitant. You always felt like you had to have your guards up and you kept it inside. But at the same time, somebody here was maybe suppressing, or like I said, the Moon card, there's illusions there, there's delusions, deceptions, things that you think were the way you were told this is the way they were, or that's what you were made to think or believe, but they weren't that. It's not the truth. I think you're realizing as well, Aries, that it would have been so much easier had you have done this from the get-go. It's like you created a lot of work for yourself, a lot of grief and worry and stress. You created something that you could have easily just said what your piece was and moved forward. It's almost like you, not to blame you or anything, but it's like you may have put yourself in this little trap. You allowed the trap. You saw the trap, but you still walked into it. Okay? Don't rehash this in your mind either, because I feel like even with the reading itself, you're already at this World card, Judgment card, the High Priestess. You're already here. Don't rehash this. It might take a few times. You might be in your mind reliving this experience a few times in your head, or reiterating the story to friends or someone that you can talk to. And it's like, it's time to move beyond that now. It's time to close the door on this past and move forward, because lessons learned. Like, in the end, you were correct, or you had that victory. You had that sense of knowing that you never shared or showed. You were suppressed, maybe. But it's like this World card is like, you're going to move forward. This is the end of this, so put it behind you. Okay? It's like, just as much as you walked away from these battles that you knew you may have been right, walk away from this battle as a whole. Walk away from it and let that person be right. It's like a false sense of satisfaction to them, but let them have it. Don't revisit things or reiterate this. The Page of Wands. See, there's better things coming for you, Aries. Okay? Somebody here, let's see what the Page of Wands is about. The Two of Swords. Okay? So you're going to really think more about when somebody does come towards you, whether they're real or not, whether this person is genuine or not. You may have a little bit of a time where you might feel like you need a bit more time to see if someone is genuine, to see if someone is real or not, because there's a sense of that missing the clarity. Okay? So you are going to get, there's something coming towards you here with the Page of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. So, Aries, when you meet somebody that comes towards you, you're really going to make sure you get a clear picture of who they are before you really make that decision to jump into a relationship and be that. That Queen of Pentacles is very much about nurturing. And sort of, it's like you were nurturing the bad behavior in the past. You were walking into that trap in a way, okay? It's like, if something doesn't seem the way you thought it is, or the way you think it is, if something feels off, leave. This is what you're realizing. The Seven of Swords. If you feel like someone is a cheater, a liar, whatever that is, it's like, grab your stuff and leave. Listen to your intuition on the Moon card, the High Priestess. It's almost like this person has taught you, like, you can't be fooled again this way. You can't be cheated on, or like, not necessarily like cheated in any way, okay? Mistreated. So I feel like you're still maybe going through a bit of a phase here where you're deciding or understanding whether someone's real or not, because of this delusion, or this Moon card showing deception and illusions, delusions. I always intermingle those two words, but it's like deception, making you believe that you were wrong, or making you believe other than what you were being right about. And it's like, you're going to notice this and take some time in the future when you meet new people, because I feel like this opens the door for clarity, to only allow and invite in people who are of the same mind, of the same light. There's like Somebody here with a positivity to them. There's passion to share with you versus from pulling away from you. Some of you could have had some of your money, because you've got the Queen of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords here. Some of you could have had somebody who took from you, like money, or stole or used you for your money. Also the Seven of Pentacles here. Taking the rewards of all the hard work and effort that you did, taking your reaping. It's almost like they made you feel guilty for not, if you didn't. I'm just going to get one more. Again, this is the thing to realize in this reading here, Aries, is like, again, I don't want to make this so negative. It's like, let's not reiterate this all over again, because it is about walking away. Okay? So love is on the horizon with the Two of Cups. There is a connection there for you. Better things ahead. And healing. The most important is the Judgment is moving ahead with a sense of healing and closure. Getting that closure and knowing that you came out doing all the things that you, even though this might have been a very long cycle to end, it's like you came out ahead in a sense. Successful victory with what you learned from this. I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I'm going to do an Archangel Raphael healing card. Let's see what we get for the healing card for you guys. Yeah, if some of you are doing this over and over, I don't know why this keeps feeling like a repeated record. Just turn it off. Okay. I'm going to give you guys, oh, there we go. So you got relationship. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. Look at this, guys. The Judgment with the Two of Cups. Okay? I'll lean that up there, the relationship. I was just saying about the healing and moving beyond into a new beginning with love. It'll always be new and healthier. So it's that new path of love. Healing and guiding. Okay? The other card that you got here was Consult a Nutritionist. Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask that you guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. So maybe some of you are just working on nutrition or doing something with your diet, all right, as a little side note there. But I think that the relationship one really pertains to this reading. All right, Aries, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please hit the like, share, subscribe if you will, and I will wish you guys a great day. I'll see you soon. Take care.